Okay, so thank you guys again to join to this webinar. My name is Alessandro Monieri from EnGenius Networks Europe. Today we're discussing about the Wi-Fi solution in the hospitality field. So we try to understand the reason why and if the cloud solution it will be suitable for the hospitality. So the agenda today is to present the EnGenius Cloud. We're discussing also about the feature, and so far at the end we will have a demo. So into the demo we will try to make, of course, the demo, and we try to understand some feature that we discuss during the presentation. The presentation, it will be very short. I think in 30 minutes we will finish, and we have another 20-30 minutes for the demo side. Okay, so go ahead, next. So about the Cloud EnGenius indoor solution, we have many products. Also, we have new products like ECW 230 with the new technology of the 2.5 gigahertz port. All products, of course, are PoE. Also, we have an outdoor solution with a Wi-Fi 6 solution also with a 2.5 gigahertz port also, and you can use this kind of technology, I mean the Ethernet port up to 2.5 gigahertz with a new multi-G switch. We have, of course, the switch, no multi-G. Those are only 1,000 and 1,000 megabits per port. Of course, PoE, also not PoE. And also we have the multi-G switch with the technology about the 2.45 gigabit and also 5 gigabit and also 10 gigabits on the copper Ethernet cable. I would like to discuss very shortly also for the ECW under 15, because for the in terms for the hospitality, I think it will be very good, because I think it's a real useful product, and also you can place very easier in a different case. We have the certification you can also use for the electrical box. We have two different cases into the box. You can use what you want, what you prefer, and you can adapt directly on the electrical box. Also, you can power in, of course, the products with the PoE switch and also with the PoE injector, and also you can power on another devices directly connected to the ECW under 15, because this does means that this product does have the PoE out. For example, in a classroom, I think this is not really hospitality. It is educational, but still the same, different environment, but the same concept. So what I'm trying to emphasize here is that you can also power on another devices directly connected to the ECW under 15. Okay, of course, if you want to power on another device, and also another ECW under 15, you can power on directly by another ECW under 15, but you must use the PoE 802.380 PoE standard. So the AF also possible to power on the ECW under 15, but you cannot power on another devices connected to it. We have a new cloud website. This is really good, EnGenius.ai, and you will have a lot of information only, of course, related to the cloud. You can also check the data sheet. You can also download the data sheet. You can also check the specs directly on here page. For example, the power consumption, and also you have a demo. So in case you did not test yet the cloud, you did not request any NFR kit, you can also check the demo. This is a real installation in Taiwan, and you can check whatever you want and understanding if the cloud solution it will be suitable for your customer. Okay, next. The security about the cloud is really important, because when we're talking about cloud, the first thing that we thinking is, okay, but if the configuration wasn't has been injected by the server, so it's possible to sniff this traffic. It's encrypted traffic, it is scripted traffic, or what? So basically we'll try to remind that our cloud is hosted on Amazon EWS. So the configuration was, it will be injected to the access point and also to the switch by a very encrypted solution with a two-factor authentication. Of course, it will be like an SSL connection between our server and our devices. Access point Wi-Fi 6, this is really important, because when we're talking about hospitality, the first thing that we want to have is to win the tender. So we have a tender, we try to push our products, but why we have to push the Wi-Fi 6? Because at the moment we have a lot of smartphone support also Wi-Fi 6. We will have more and more smartphone and also PC that they will support Wi-Fi 6 in the future, but not so much future, maybe 6, maybe the next 6 or 8 months. But taking consideration also that we are the first brand, the first vendor that we has been present, the first access point, Wi-Fi 6 access point. We have two solutions. We have a cloud solution top on the right, and we have EWS solution on the left. So this means that if you want to use Wi-Fi 6, you will have products for the cloud indoor and outdoor, and also products for non-cloud solution, on-premises solution, indoor and outdoor. So we have also the new ECW 260 that you can see above. And this is really good because we have complete solution suitable for all customers. Sorry. Okay, so my smartphone also support the Wi-Fi 6, and I make a test. The throughput test with our products. In a Dutch rate things. So this is an escalation about a wireless. We start. Sorry. No, what I did, I don't know. Okay, sorry. We start about a wireless ABG, and we arrive now with a wireless in 802.11ax. So the wireless 11ax is good. We have a lot of performance, blah blah blah. So, but what is the throughput that we can reach? Depend on your smartphone, your laptop, etc. So in my case, this is my network in my home, and I have a speed 1,200 megabits per second with my smartphone. This is Xiaomi smartphone. Also now I have Samsung Galaxy S10, S20 5G, and also it has been implemented Wi-Fi 6 technology. So this means that we have Wi-Fi 6, but also the Wi-Fi 6 coming most popular day by day. So this is quite important. And if you want to win a tender, I suggest you to push Wi-Fi 6 because it's a future-proof solution, okay? Okay, now we are in the main of the webinar about the new cloud solution. You can see all access point cloud products, switch, app. We can try to emphasize, of course, in terms of the hospitality field and sector. It has all the main features required, like for a conference, for example, conference room, cafe, pub, restaurant, hotel, bed and breakfast, camping, etc. Also airport, stadium. So hospitality is really huge sector with a lot of but at the beginning, so in the middle of the sector, we have that the customer need to use a wireless in a good way. So they need to have a wireless, powerful wireless. Okay. So I will try to suggest you one point. Take your smartphone and download the app. we have a new Cloud to Go app. With this application, you can simply configure your cloud solution. Okay, so before we had another application was limited with something, but now we try to add more and more feature that you can directly configure by the Cloud Go-to app. So please download it and try to use, and also the notification are really interesting. Plug and play zero touch configuration. So basically you have to unbox the devices, scan the QR code by the app, and you can have the serial on the cloud, and you will have immediately the access point in your cloud, and you can make an easier configuration. Of course, you can make it, you can try also to configure before to have. So there's no a really step-by-step that you have to do. You can also configure your cloud without any access point, without any switch, and after that you can add the access point and switch, or also vice versa. You can do what you want. We have different kind of privilege: admin, viewer, and front desk. So today we will discuss more about the front desk, because this means that you will try to understand our ticketing voucher system, and also I will tell you the reason why the front desk, especially for hospitality, it's really a good feature that we have. Not feature, functionality. Okay, so basically the EU administrator can, of course, manage all of the project. Cafe, London, UK, Cafe, Grafton Street, blah, 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 Cafe, Netherlands, blah, blah, blah. You can manage all of your project that you want remotely without any problem. So you don't need to connect VPN, extra feature, etc. So because this is the cloud things. We have also COVID-19 exposure analysis. It's really good. It's a feature. In case the customer does not want to use it, no worries. So you can simply disable it. Privacy reason, customer don't need this feature, so you can simply disable. But with this feature, it's really important that you can simply turn it on, this feature, of course, like I said, for privacy reason, and you can try to understand the tracking per client. So if I press on the client, I can check with this client, the closer device is going to be touched with this client. So I know Alessandro's phone, stay close to Camilo's phone, stay close to James' phone, in this access point, in that access point, when, at what time, etc. So we can try to analyze the tracking. We can try to not analyze, we can try to make a contact tracking for the COVID. Okay, so next, remote management group settings. Of course, with the cloud, we can remote management the settings, and per cloud, we have per group up to 8 SSID. So I have one group, I will say project is cafe, network is cafe, indoor, access point. And I have 30, 25 access point in that group. And on that group, I can have maximum 8 SSID. And those 8 SSID, it will be injected to all access points that can be in this group. Okay, so we have many features. We have social login, Facebook, we have Wi-Fi Splash and Go. But the feature that today, in terms of the hospitality, I want to mention is the advanced voucher ticketing service and L2 isolation and NAT. So, for my opinion, both are really important, especially for the, like I said, for the hospitality. Okay, go next. So, this is a question for you guys. So, we try to make this webinar not monodirectional webinar, but we try to interact with you. So please open the chat box and I will try to give you a question. Why do I need to use the NAT mode, and why I need to use L2 isolation? So what is the difference? And you know that. So on top of this, I would like to advise you that in our YouTube channel, if you search on YouTube, EnGenius Networks Europe BV, so you will have a kind of video unboxing from James, and thank you, James, for your good unboxing about a new products. And you can also find a new video how to, and also tip and tricks video. So we have also a video where I explain the difference between these two modes. Okay, so basically discussing about L2 isolation. So L2 isolation means that if I want to have a wireless isolated from my network, I will simply turn it on L2 isolation. For example, cafe free Wi-Fi, same address IP of my router, but with L2 isolation turned on, I cannot access anymore to my NAS server, computer, etc. Also, the Bonjour protocol does not work. Also, the one wireless discovery protocol, L2DP, blah, 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 does not work, nothing. So, okay, so this, it's really completely isolated. But NAT mode is different. It's the same, so isolated, blah, 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 blah. The same that we already discussed before, but the address IP, they will change. So if I have 192.168.1.0/24 in my network, okay, my router is 192.168.1.1, NAT mode, they will change the address IP for the client. They make a connection and that SSID. Okay, this feature is really important where in the case of you, for example, do not have the DHCP in your network, but you want to create, you want to offer to your customer a guest wireless access. So come on, guys, try to make an example. I have a cafe and I have a static IP and I want to create an SSID as a guest. So when someone go inside of my bar, my cafe, and ask to me on the cash, they ask to me, hey, Ale, do you have a wireless? Because I need to be here for another 2 hours, and I need to make a connection to the wireless. Yes, but you have to set up a static IP in your network for the network, because we do not have static IP. Yeah, come on, this is really ridiculous. But with the NAT mode, no need to do that. For your network, you will have static IP, but for the guest access, you will have a DHCP provided directly from the access point that you have. This is really important feature, guys. Okay, go next. We have WPA3 only, and also WPA3 and WPA2 personal mixed. So this means that you will have security option for your network. The reason why we have WPA3 only and WPA3 and WPA2. The reason is because if you want to use only WPA3, probably not at all clients can make a connection to your SSID. So for this reason, it makes sense to make a fallback on the WPA2, and this is the reason why we need to use personal mixed. Okay, go ahead, next one slide. Layer 7 traffic analysis. Hi guys, stop 1 second because I would like to remind you one point. It's really important. If you have any question, please chat into the box, because I like question first, and the second step is I know solution by EnGenius because I'm work for EnGenius, but I appreciate if you really understand what I'm trying to emphasize to you. So if you have something that is not clear, or question, suggestion, or curiosity, please chat into the box, okay? Okay, good. About this slide, layer 7 traffic analysis, it's easier. We can simply know what passed through our cloud solution. I have an hotel, and I know that this hotel consummation for 22 gigabyte of Netflix, Facebook only 11 gigabyte, etc. So in case the hotel, the bar, the cafe, the stadium the restaurant told you, I have a slow internet, but I have a fiber. I don't know why, the reason. Yeah, because probably that will use a lot of, also the hotel, okay? You can try to make an adjustment, especially for the bandwidth. But we will see into the demo this later, okay? Okay, one-click firmware updating. So the installer does not have to travel to the customer. Yeah, this is really good because, you know, with our cloud, you will have in the future all installation updated. So this is really good. And you can also roll back to the previous stable firmware with a one click. And also you can use the beta in case that we suggest you to use it. Any problem, blah, blah, blah. New feature you want to test, you can simply press and install the feature, the firmware version that you want. This is not related to the hospitality. Come on, this is related for all kind of installation. Okay. Okay, go ahead about one of the most important feature for hospitality. I think this is really good. So, this is the possibility to customize the hotspot web page. I will have also a video into the next slide, and I will show you simply. You can personalize your captive portal. When the customer wants to make a login to the wireless free Wi-Fi, guest wireless cafe, blah, 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 after they ask to you the ticket, to the cashier, or to the Voucher, they can simply press the SSID without any encryption, and they make a redirect to the cloud, make a redirect to the web page, and you can personalize this web page with an editor. So it's a very friendly editor. Of course, also you can personalize with the HTML in case you are aware of about that code. So basically, the receptionist is, I leave one creazione voucher in Italian. Creazione voucher means voucher creation. So the receptionist, in this case for the hotel, but also bar, like I said, hospitality in general, can create with the platform a ticketing voucher for that SSID. And they can only access to the cloud only to the front desk. So this is our front desk link, cloud.engenius.ai and /front desk. They can simply only create the ticket, okay? Okay, good. Go to into the next slide. Okay, you can select the tickets created. You can also print them with a click, are ready to use and already in a correct format. So you can print easier. No need to make some special with the Photoshop, with the, no need to adjust the ticket into the A4 paper. So it will be already adjusted. Valid means that the ticket has not yet been authorized. Lionel, I will reply you later. Thank you for your question. Okay, select tickets. Okay, valid, sorry, I'm lost it. Valid means that the ticket has not yet been authorized. So valid. So nobody used them. Active means that the ticket has already been assigned. Okay, this means that someone already used this ticket. Okay. For a front desk access, like I said into the previous slide, you need to visit the website cloud.engenius.ai/front desk. Okay. Question from Viola. Can you only create a voucher and the splash page from the cloud? Yes. The moment, yes. But we have the API for this. We have this is a really good question. We have an API and you can use the Typhoon or something like that to create the ticket, okay? In case you send me an email, I will send to you the API. user guide. Okay, how do you do if you don't have cloud solution? If you do not have cloud solution, but if you have a on-premises solution, at the moment we do not have that feature, this feature on the on-premises solution. Okay, we have this feature. I mean, the voucher ticket is service only for the cloud solution. Okay. Thank you, Leonard, for your question. I really appreciate it. Okay, so go next. This is a video for hotspot. Okay, so on the left we have a PC hotspot. On the right we have an hotspot with my smartphone. I register the screen, and you can see I create a voucher, copy and paste, and I can make also a redirect to a dedicated splash page. No, sorry, I can also make a redirect to a dedicated website that I want. Okay. Rainy asked me one question like, can you create, can you pre-create voucher tickets and print them in advance? Yes, absolutely. You can create in advance, and you can also export in Excel file, and you can also export automatically for print them immediately, whatever you want. Both solution works, depends what you want. For my opinion, it's better to take in consideration the Excel file. Okay, so this is a video. Go next. I want to go next. Yeah. Okay. So any question since now, guys? Please type into the chat box if you have. Hope my explanation was clear. Okay. No question? Go ahead. So about the radio settings, I will skip this very quickly because we can optimize the Wi-Fi channel at the best, disable the AX standard. We can also have a dynamic mesh, optimize the channel width, the channel HD mode, and much more. So into the YouTube channel from EnGenius, like I said, EnGenius Networks Europe BV, you can search a lot of video and also a video for this part, because this part is really, really important. The name of the video, if you search on YouTube, is how can I increase the throughput, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so search about it because it's really important. And we will have also a new video for the cloud, especially. Okay. We do not, René asked to me, how long will they be valid storage? There's no limitation. You can do whatever you want. For the ticket, yes, to me. Okay, this part for the radio setting, it is clear. I think so, right? Any question about it? No. So of course, this radio settings, it will be inject for all access point, be participant for that group. So if I adjust the radio setting for this network, into the network, I have 30 access points, all 30 access points, or one, or also 100, or also 1,000. They will bring all radio setting information, because the radio setting you will have per each network. Okay. Good. Go next. Roaming protocols 802.11 and K. So basically, we have a roaming protocol in our cloud solution. I have a question for you guys. If I have only one access point, it's really useful, the roaming, or not? What do you think? Let me know into the chat box. Oh my God, I did something wrong. Sorry, guys. I create a problem with my PC. I don't know why. Let me go back to the presentation. Okay. Exactly. I think no. Yeah, that's good. There's no sense to turn it on to roaming if you have only one access point. Yeah, theoretically there is sense, but there's no sense. Okay. And how our roaming protocol works. Okay, first I would like to tell you one important, very important information. Our roaming protocol in our cloud by default is disabled. Okay, it is disabled. You have to turn it on. You have to turn it on into the cloud. You can see the GIF on the left. Okay, so basically working like this. The R protocol make a catching the key, make an exchange of the key between all access points. So if I have 3 or 4 access points all receiving the same key, and when I moving between one access point to another one, the authorization, authentication, the handshake for the wireless, it will be faster. The K protocol try to suggest to the smartphone what is the best access point to roam based on the channel, intensity signal, RSSI I mean, and other kind of factor. So K, it will be an information for the client. R, make a catching of the key, the wireless password. It's not like this, but we can say wireless password between the access point. Okay. Okay, I have a question about the roaming. We can try to stop here to reply to get an answer about this question. With roaming, must the IP need to have the channel? No, Lionel, I don't really understand your question, but if you leave all as auto, you will have a fast roaming also. No worry. René, yeah, the same channel. No. Also, different channel work like this. Also, different channel. Depends. If you want to use the same channel, it's okay. If you want to use different channel per access point, it's also okay. The roaming works also. Okay. Like another question from Renee. Like, can we disable mesh for one access point to have more bandwidth for that single IP? Yes, if you turn on the mesh in our solution, you can also disable for 1, 2, or more access point that you need. So no need to keep the mesh turned on for all access point in that group. You can adjust per access point. Okay. Any other question, guys? Great. Great. Just want to get this highlight. Okay, great. Thank you, Renee. Thank you. Yeah, that's great. The question is good. Like I said before, I know EnGenius, you need to know. So please, a lot of questions, blah, blah, blah. Okay, good. Go ahead to the next slide. Okay, so also we have 802.11 roaming protocol. This is a kind of steering protocol. Okay, so try to Google what the 802.11 is. I will try to give you an example because it's easier to understand. We have a hotel. I go to the reception and I make a connection to the first access point. The band steering suggests me to make a connection on a 5 gigahertz. I pay my room and I move to the elevator and I go upstairs of my room, where my room it is. So I make a roaming to another access point, to another access point. Okay. During the roaming, the 2.4 gigahertz sometimes is better because try to keep the client connected as a stable to the access point. I go to my room and I see that my throughput is not too higher because I make a connection. I am connected to the 2.4 gigahertz. I don't know why my smartphone support the 5 gigahertz, but I have the access point close to me. What's happened? I don't really understand this solution. No worry. After a while, the cloud tried to suggest to the client, hey, you support 5 gigahertz, try to make a connection and that. Okay, thank you. And the client make a switch to the 5 gigahertz as well. Okay. Question from Luis Almeida. Gracias por la tu pregunta. Do all phones roaming? He has to me. So, well, to be honest, this is a really good question. For my opinion, yes. Because in case you have a very, very old smartphone, probably you will have some problem. But, you know, if you have a smartphone 5 years ago, you do not have any problem with roaming. But keep in consideration, guys, one point. If you have IoT devices, if you have some legacy devices, sometimes they cannot make a connection if you keep turning on the roaming. So if you have something that you want to connect it to the network, alarm, IoT devices, I don't remember what, but whatever. So create another SSID only for the IoT devices, only for legacy devices, and you will disable the roaming and that SSID because alarm is static, so it does not mean to move from one room to another one. So for this, the reason why to disable the roaming in that case is better. Okay. Oh my God, a lot of questions. I like it. So go ahead with the new question from Renee. Is it possible to control settings like power by placing access point in a group? Let's say we have strong G Wi-Fi 6 IP and the ECW 115 in a Roam IP. We would like to have a low power output for. Sorry, Renee, I don't understand your question. Sorry. But in general, I will try to get an answer to you. In general, you can decrease the transmission power per groups with the radio settings that I showed you before. Radio settings, before I show you, you can decrease the transmission power. But this, it has been injected for all access points in that group. But also you can adjust the transmission power channel only per each access point that you have. Okay. And also, if you want to, you can create a different network per different floor. For example, you have, but into the demo, I will show you better. And I do not have a lot of time. I need to speed up because I want to show you the demo. So go ahead. The time is really the problem. Okay, the new switch, multi-gig switch, thinking about it also for hospitality. So thinking about that, we have different floor. With a Cat6a cable, I can connect 3 switch with the Ethernet cable in the port that I want. I can use port 1 or also port 3 or also port 10, no matter which port. I can connect the switch with the 10 giga speed. I have a NAS, I can connect my NAS with the 10 gig switch. And also I have ECW 230 with 2.5 gigabit port. I can make a connection to it to the switch with a 2.5 gigabit. So I can speed up, I can try to avoid a congestion problem in terms of the throughput and something like that. So I can speed up my network very easier, okay? This is really important. And also with a switch, you can also manage by the cloud, you can reset, you can reboot in case you have some problem with an access point, etc. So please, guys, if you want to use cloud, use also our switch, because our switch, they can have a value more than the other one. Because, you know, you can manage also the switch remotely. This is really, really important. Okay, guys, thank you for this webinar. I will now we have a demo. Don't leave the webinar, please. Don't leave. Okay, we have a demo. Yeah, I will try to make a demo very quickly. Not very quickly, but I will try to give you a demo, like I said. Okay, are you able to see my cloud account? Please confirm me into the chat box. Thanks a lot. Have a good day. Stefan goes out of the webinar. Okay, good. You can see right now, guys, we have the demo of the cloud. Okay, so guys, keep attention about this, because it's really important, useful, curiosity, blah blah blah. Okay. First, into the cloud, you can chat me what you want. Oh my God, this is really deep. Where I can do that? Simply log in into the cloud, no matter which project are you now, no matter. Below on the right, you have a chat box here. You cannot see my, yeah, you have a chat box here. You can press on a chat box and you can chat me what you want. Okay? So ask me about the API there. Okay? Good. Okay, I will try to give you a real demo about the cloud for hospitality. So first we have to create a project. Okay, to create a project, we can create like this. For example, B&B EnGenius, because EnGenius, they have a B. Okay, I can set up country. If I set up USA, I will get a lot of power, but it is not allowed. Okay, keep in mind that if you use USA, you will have a lot of power, but you cannot use it. You have to select your country. In my case, I select Italy because I'm Italian. So I create my project, B&B EnGenius. So right now I can, okay, so I select the project, double click, but I cannot configure nothing. So yes, because you have to minimum add one network. Okay, network in my B&B, I can say floor 1, floor 2, floor 3, floor 4, etc. Or can I say in general floor? No, maybe piano. Okay, floor, it's okay. 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 So I can select, I can create, of course, many of the network. So I can create, for example, an outdoor network, for example, floor indoor, or maybe also external area. Okay, so, and also I can, for example, this is a floor. For example, I can also add another network like maybe outdoor area, and I will have another access point with another SSID, with another optimization about the radio settings, etc. Okay, so right now we take in consideration floor. B&B, I need to select floor. Double click, and now I am into the floor. I am into the floor project. Okay. Access point, it is empty. Okay. I can go here below left inventory. Below left here, the building inventory. And I can make a register devices here. Okay. If I'm going here, I can add from inventory, but now it's empty. Okay, let's go in like this. I can go to the test of my network, and here I have 2 access points that I can remove. This one and this one switch and one access point. I make a deregistration for this network. Okay, I make a deregistration from this network, from this project, deregister it. Done. Now I will head into the cloud. Okay, so I will back to my BAB EnGenius floor, go below inventory, and I will add the access point. First serial, and I have another serial. One switch and one access point. Register it. Done, finished, success. Fantastic. Back to the television menu, manage access point is empty. Now I'm trying to head from the inventory. Add. Okay. Also I have a switch. Menu, switch, I am here. Add from inventory. Select the switch. Apply. So no matter if switch and also access point are offline, starting to create SSID. Okay. It's really simple. It's really simple. Okay. Okay. So for check the SSID, I will use another network, but no worry. I use another network for another project because I already create some rule. Okay. But keep in mind that it is the same, so no worry. Okay. Well, because here I do not have access point. If we want, we can reassign the access point there. I will try to do later. Okay. Okay, I've tested. Okay, I can create SSID for my network. It's lag a lot. I cannot follow you. Okay, I'll try to go slowly. Okay, so now I have my Office Milan and I have my network test. Here I do not have access point, but I showed you before how you can have the access point easier. So do you understand how you can have the access point? Question mark. Please let me know into the chat box. Okay, so I can create 8 SSID per each network. Network is the container of the access point. Okay, so let's go to check the guest network. Okay, I have a cafe and I want to create a voucher service for that one, like I said before. So there's no need. Office. Click. I want to delete it. Delete. Okay. Office guest. No, I want to delete it. So select one. Top on the right. Delete. Delete. Okay, sorry if you don't see my mouse, but GoToWebinar does not allow this. Okay, I need to press every time reflector, but I cannot select nothing. I need to back to the mouse, and it's really boring. Okay, sorry if you don't look. I don't really know if you look my mouse or not, but I hope yes. Okay, so I have a bar, free guest with a voucher service. Okay, so first I want to turn it on, enable. Hide, you can hide the network. 2.4 gigahertz, 5 gigahertz, both. Okay, so I will keep this network open. Roaming protocol, of course, you cannot turn it on. I can enable application analysis to understand which traffic passes through this network. This SSID, sorry. I need to turn it on L2 isolation, question mark. Yes, but I do not have static IP in my network. Okay, so you have to select NAT. You also can select the custom DNS. No need to select NAT and L2 isolation. NAT, it is enough, okay? You can also select different kind of band steering. In this case, I will suggest you to use prefer 5 gigahertz minus 75 as RSSI threshold. Okay. Okay, we can try to apply. No matter if the access points are not online yet, we will see later. First, we'll create the SSID. Okay, free guest. Now we're going to the bandwidth limit. I use the bandwidth limit per SSID, 50 megabit download and 10 megabit upload. What is the difference between per client per SSID? Per client means that every client, they have maximum 5 megabit download and 5 megabit upload. Also, I can change it. No worry, you can change it. But what is the reason? Example, I have 50 megabit that I can dedicate it for my customer. But if I use per client, and there is only one client, one customer can achieve no more than 5 megabit and 2 megabit upload. But I have 50. It is alone. Come on, it can use more bandwidth. Okay, so per SSID. If there is only one device is connected, it can be achieved 50-10. More than one, maybe my smartphone, your another customer, etc. So many customers, they can share the band 50 megabit in total and 10 megabit upload. Okay, go ahead. Captive portal. We have different kind of authentication type. Today, I would like to discuss about voucher service. You have to select voucher service. So you have to select send notification to the front manager. Plan start time. Start when user first access and not when account is created. This is really different. And this default come like this, so it's not good. You have to select start when the user make a first access. Okay. I can create different kind of tickets, and those tickets, they can be managed by the front desk account. So if I can create more, the front desk account manager can create more tickets. For my opinion, it's better to create only one ticket, and you can replace this ticket every 2 or 3 weeks, every month, something like that. So it's easier to manage and also easier from the front desk to understand it. Okay, so I will reply to your question later, guys. Okay, and also I can select a redirect user to a specific URL after login. And you will also have a walled garden in case you want to let the customer can surf in 1, 2, or 3 websites or whatever you want, maximum 50, without any login. For example, the newspaper, no need to make a login. They can also check because you had into the walled garden website. Okay. This is done. Can create another ticket. Maybe 7 days per. No, maybe I have a big meeting room, and I have an event per day, different event per day. So I can create one ticket one day per 100 user, the same ticket per 100 user, and it will be handed after 1 day. So I will add this ticket. Make apply, and go ahead to discussing about the splash page right now. Okay. So about the splash page, next one. I remember I create in English, but I don't know why it is in Italian. Okay, but this splash page, I personalize it as I want. So I can type right now here, welcome. So I need to put in English. Welcome to my cafe El Corso. No, cafe, it's okay. Cafe. I have a symbol of the wireless. I can also make bigger or smaller as I want. And I can change this in English. The term and condition, I can change. Login and surf. No, login and surf I don't like. Okay, you can press access or login. Okay, you can change whatever you want. Also, you can change the image. You can adjust it. For the image, for example, you can have right now here, insert image, and you can add the image and locate it, positioning that wherever you want. Okay, by your name company. You can make it publish for your company, yeah? Also. And also you will have the HTML possibility to modify as you want. Okay, in case you have super professional HTML designer, so I'm not, but this is the case. Okay, also you can change the background color. Example this, or example this. In HTML, you will have a lot of code that you can use it. But right now here, this is a plugin, easier to manage in case you want to change very easier. Also white, I think is better, and make apply. Yeah, I want to check how the smartphone look this. Okay, no worry. Small phone, they can see like this. Large phone, they can see like this. Laptop, tablet, they can see like this. Okay, so also you can use external splash page URL. Okay, make apply, and that's it. Also, you will have a schedule, so you can disable or you can enable the wireless as you want. I set up available from 6 to 20 every day except Friday and Saturday. 6 to 24 on the Saturday, on the Friday and Saturday. The wireless will be power off automatically. And this is the free guest. So, and how can I create the voucher service? To create the voucher service, it's very simple. I will reply after that to your question, guys. Yeah, no worry. Stay tuned for another 2 minutes. So now I have a free guest. My access point is online. Oh no, yes, because I removed the access point here. Okay, no worry. So how can I create the voucher for this SSID? Okay, I simply log in into the dedicated web page front desk. Front desk and make login. Yes, but this is the admin. No, it's not good. Okay, you can assign the privilege from the network. Okay, for the front desk. You can invite the receptionist email to make the front desk manager. Here I have a lot of possibility. I have yes, I have the Office IT hotspot, and I have the possibility to create the ticket. Also free guest. You can see test free guest. I can press here and I can create also the last ticket that I create. 1 day, 100 simultaneously is login. I can also, for example, create a massive ticket like 7 days, 6 simultaneously. I can generate 18 immediately. And it's really simple. So I can select all, print, ready, available for print, and also I can export in CSV file. No worry, in a CSV file. So it's really simple, okay? And if I want to manage the ticket, I go here. Valid means nobody use it. Active means someone already use it. Okay, it's really simple. It's really simple. Okay, let's check let's check the question. Okay, Renee say lol, enjoying the US power warning. It's a lag a lot can afford. It's possible to change the language into the cloud. No, the language it's only in English. You cannot change it at the moment. No way to record the log for low. Yes, you can record the log, but not so much. You can only record the log, but you cannot log too much. Okay. Can we hide the SSID? Yes, we can hide the SSID, of course. For the Facebook login, yes, we support only Facebook at the moment. Okay. So any question, guys? We'll come back to my cloud as an admin. So this is a network for, this is an SSID for the guest. Okay, I will show you how you can create an SSID not for the guest but for the employee, for example. Yes, I know, Reine. I know. Okay, free guest, done, finish. Okay, create another SSID. I want to delay the first one. No need. Okay, this is a free guest. I want to create another one. Cafe admin network. Okay, Cafe admin network. WPA2 PS4 wireless password. You can check also the password. I need to turn on the roaming protocol. I need to use the bridge mode because the admin need to be making access to your server, NAS, etc. So this network no need to make an isolated network. No need to turn it on the enable application analysis. The band steering is set up to prefer 5 gigahertz. Apply, we already finished. The network is already created. So no need to do nothing more. Okay. Okay. So I have another question from Danny Cole. Do you support multi-radio access point for high density environments? Also, can you change the radio between 2.4 gigahertz and 5 gigahertz? Yes, you can adjust the radio for this network. So now we are into this project of FIS Milan test. This is a network that I can have 1 access point, 10 access point, 30, 1000, blah, blah, blah. Okay, go to this network and I can optimize the radio settings for this network. Okay, take in consideration, for example, another network where I can have an access point, for example, Office IT. Look at this. This is a real network, yeah? Okay, yeah, on the radio settings, you can have possibility to adjust the channel HT mode, TX power, the minimum bit rate, and also that. So it's really, yeah, it's really good. If it goes to BNB EnGenius, you can also optimize for another network the same. Also, I can have outdoor area with a different radio settings configuration. So you can adjust also by the access point. Okay, for the access point, you have to select, because in this BNB EnGenius, I do not have access point. I want to use Office Milan because it's better, I think. Yeah, VCW 230 online, for example, in this case. And if I select details on this access point, I can change the optimization for this access point. For example, I can see the log file only for this access point. the client's connected only for this access point. And into the summary, I can adjust the access point channel radio only for this access point. I can override the configuration. Fix power, not override, override. Maybe I don't want to override the channel, but I want to override the transmission power, or also vice versa. I don't want to override the DX power, but I want to override the channel. And you can use different kind of configuration based on the access point. And also you can set up a static IP or DHCP. You can also add the photo, etc. So a lot of, you can do a lot of. Yes, yes, of course, the access point, they will use 2.4 gigahertz and also 5. Yes, also you can disable 5 gigahertz in one access point, and maybe the vice versa. You can make a lot of tip and tricks based on the network, radio settings, or based on the access point, only for this, override on that one. Another question, really possible to select many access point and change settings in one go? Yeah, I show you now. I already show you. You can change the radio settings and also only for this access point. Yeah, you can. Why not? Okay, we already finished the time, I think. Eh? Okay, guys. So, any other question for this webinar? So far, so good. We already discussed about something about the L2 isolation, etc. But on the SSID, we already discussed about a lot of, I think. We have also another webinar if you want to understand better how our cloud it works and the structure of the cloud. But today, this is not the things of the webinar. Yeah. Also, Reni ask again question. Multiple selected and override, for example, power setting for them. Yes, yes, I show you before. I already show you. You can also override the. Let's go to my project because, like I said, here I do not have access point. I use Office IT. Let me check here. No, I need to go to the access point. Yeah, you have possibility on this access point. You can override the configuration like I showed you before here and make apply. And also you can disable the mesh, for example, in case you want to disable the mesh for this access point because you turn it on into the network, but there's no need to make a mesh, so you can disable only for this access point. You can do a lot of configuration, you can optimize, you can adjust a lot of. We can discuss about those things for a lot of more than 3 hours. It's impossible. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Rennie. Thank you. Okay, so someone want to, for example, check something else. For example, another opportunity that you can use with our cloud is to set up the notification. For example, now I am into the Office Milan project, Office IT network, and if I go to the configuration tab, I have alert setting. Alert settings means API goes offline for 60 minutes, I will receive a notification. I can also use 1 minute, useless, or also maybe 15 minutes could be okay. So just in case the access point goes offline for that time, I will receive a notification. This is to avoid a spam notification. And you will have also for the switch part. Roadmap, is a gateway firewall coming? I do not have this information, but probably could be, I don't know. Stay tuned. Thank you for this question also. Yeah, This is a very small feature, but for me, the alert settings, it's really good that we need to have. Okay, I would like to stop the registration for this webinar, but we will continue in case someone have a lot of questions. So we will stop the registration.